This is going to be a 1 year almost on a review on a 2015 Dodge Ram 1500. This is the Express quad cab, 4-wheel drive, got the 5.7 Hemi, 6-speed transmission. I have put 6,783 miles, I think it's right, yeah, 6,783 miles on this. And don't worry, I'm staring at the road, I'm not staring at my camera. We're just easing on down the highway here. I'm going to go work on my son's old truck that stays broke down all the time. But I wanted to touch base a little bit about what I have discovered in roughly a year's ownership of this truck. It is September now, and I bought this, I think it was October of last year. Like I said, this has the 5.7 Hemi in it, and it has the, when you see it go into eco mode, it's running on 4 cylinders. Now this truck does an actual 20 mile per gallon, cruising along 55, 56 mile an hour. If you're driving about 20, 30 miles, it will get up around 20 mile per gallon average. However, this truck spends the great majority of its time in town, and every time I refill, I reset my fuel economy meter, and so far I've averaged 11.5 miles per gallon. And this is mostly in town. Now, I do use this as a work truck. Now, I'm gonna stare at the road. I'm gonna pan this around. I don't know what that camera's picking up, but it is absolutely filthy dirty. This is my rolling office between painting houses and remodeling houses and whatnot. So it gets worked pretty hard. It is a work truck. It also pulls our 29-foot travel trailer. And it does a forevermore fantastic job of pulling that trailer. This does have the 393 axle ratio in it, with the heavy-duty transmission cooler. So as far as pulling, it does exceptionally well. The travel trailer weighs 8,500 pounds dry, with nothing in it, according to the tag on the trailer. 8,460 pounds, I think, is the actual weight rate of what its actually dry weight is. So towing, yes, it does exceptionally well towing. It does have the tow haul option on it. In tow haul mode, it will not engage the eco mode, and it will not go into 6th gear. It keeps it pretty much out of overdrive. In fact, I don't know if it even goes into 5th gear. I can't remember. But we went up to the Pigeon Forge up in the mountains of Tennessee, and even going up the little hills and whatnot, you know, we had to stay out of the gas. It run like a scalded dog, even with the trailer behind it. You can't just put it to the floor and go. A few other things I want to fuss about. Some of the bad points of it. There's a video on YouTube somewhere that I did on this. When it rains and you open the driver's side or passenger side front door, it will literally drip considerable amount of water onto the side of the seat down here on this edge, and I have fussed about it, and it's just a design flaw. Another problem with this Ram, the truck insists on putting itself in recycle. Now the light, as you can see, is not on. I can push and force it into recycle, and at the moment, sure as I take this video, it seems to be acting right. But it is insistent upon putting itself into the recycle mode even when the light is off. Now I do know on these Rams, if you turn the air conditioner over on max, it automatically kicks it on. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, with it not on max, with the light off, it will keep putting itself back into recycle. Now, where this becomes a problem is I smoke. I know I shouldn't, that's not up for debate, but I smoke, and I don't like cigarette smoke in the cab. It stinks. And so I crack the window 2 to 3 inches and use the fresh air mode to push the cigarette smoke out the windows. Well, when that little sucker right there insists on being on recycle, especially going through town, creeping and crawling, it becomes a problem. So I've got issues with that. They're going to have to replace, I reckon, that whatever's over there that controls that. I don't know. Third issue I have with this truck is a Sirius satellite radio system. It's not broken. The things I've noticed about Sirius, where you see the display, if this says acquiring signal, it will not let you adjust the volume until it acquires signal. Now that's just stupid. But something I do not like about the RAM is, at least in the Express series, is there is not daytime running lights. They're just off on whatever, just conventional lights. I really like daytime running lights. I prefer to, man, they're shilling corn. I did not know they even started on that cornfield. Anyway, sorry. I'll be disking that field probably before a week or so. Another issue I have with this truck. The other, really I guess the only other issue that I have with this truck is kind of a design flaw, if you will. They got the real nice padded center console, and that's nice on that arm. But then over here, hang on just a second, I gotta watch traffic. Then over here on these door panels, where your left elbow would sit, I mean, it's just absolutely solid, hard plastic. That's not an issue for an hour, or maybe even 2. But on a 8-hour trip or 6-hour trip, you know, after 2 or 3 hours, that rock hard plastic, it's up there at the top and down there at the bottom both. Anywhere you can put your left elbow, or right if you're riding, it's just, you know, it just kind of is uncomfortable. It would not have cost RAM. I mean, we're talking what, $15? Well, you got 4 doors, so you know, $100. All right, $100 to put a padding on these doors, and they didn't do that. So I'm sorry, I don't want to stare at my steering wheel the whole time, but that's really my biggest gripes with the truck. It's nothing major, none of it's major, just minor gripes. The fuel economy just is what it is. I mean, I've got 395 horsepower. You know, it's gonna pull, it's gonna do whatever. So, you know, fuel economy is what it is. If fuel economy was priority 1, I'd have bought the little V6 model, 2-wheel drive. You know, but fuel economy is not priority. What is priority is being able to pull really heavy loads. This truck will take off the line, pulling an 8,400 pound camper as fast as my old F-150 with a 300 inline 6 would accelerate with a little lawn and garden trailer behind it. I mean, it's got some serious pulling power, but like then again, you've got the fuel economy. So there's always that trade-off.